Hello everybody and welcome to this new episode of our project Restaurant Management System using Laravel. So in the last episode we have finished with reports controller and sales export class. So in this section we are going to add the new or the index page for the reports, and also we will see how to show the reports. So let's move and go to the views folder. Here we are going to add a new folder. We call it reports. Once we have the folder, we will add the index blade PHP, and also we need another file which is the export blade. So now we are going to tackle the exports later, but now we need to display the reports. So I'm going to copy just content from here and paste it here. Now I'm going to we have okay, I'm going to remove this part and see what we have here. So let's remove this part and I will keep this one. So here I have closing div here and a closing div here. So the first thing that we are going to have is a form. So the form is going to give us the possibility to choose between two dates, the dates from and the date to display to display the reports for the two given days. I'm going to add here a class shadow CM. First of all, we need the form, as I said before. So the form, it will take us to the root that we will add soon. We did not add the root yet, which is the reports index, and the method will be post. Okay, here we will have the CSRF. And first field we will have the from dates. So we will add a label for from, and here we can call it start dates. You can call it whatever you want. And here we have the input of type dates, inputs of type dates, and we give it ID of dates, and name will be from, and we give it a class of form control. So this is the first one. The second one will be the same thing. So we have the end dates, we have start dates and end dates. Here we have the tip dates, and here too, and also here too. We don't need we will not need ID, but just can keep it or remove it. Also we have the button to display the report. So here we have button with class of beta n and beta n primary, and here we will have display the reports, or you can put whatever you want. And the button, the type is submit. So we need to add the rows, because I did not add any rows So for the routes, I think we will have, let me check here, we will have 3 routes. So we will have 3 routes. The first one, I will copy this one, paste it here. We will have the get reports, which will make us display the reports. It will take us to the report controller, and function is index, and here we give it name reports index. I think we need to add the same thing for the post requests, and it will be the same as the for the post requests. It will take us to show function, and name will be show. Name will be report show. And the last one is for generating the reports. This one will be also put. Here we can add generate reports, and here show reports, or here export reports. It's better than generate. Here show the reports, here export the reports, and function will be generate or export on anything, and here we call it generate. So this is the routes that we have to add. So okay, before we move to before we try to get the routes, let's change, because I forgot here it's not index but it's show. So I misspelled the route. It's reports, not resports, and here also I have typo. I don't know from where the typos. Here we have the reports, report controller index show generates, reports index, report show, and report generates. So let's go to the home page, and here for the routes for the reports, it will take us to the report index. Reports, and here index. So let's refresh the page and try to check the reports page. So if we go to the reports page, as you can see, we have here the starting dates. We can choose a date and end a date, and here when we click on display the reports, it will take us to the controller, to the show method inside the reports controller. Just here I think that's, let's remove this one and justify contents item, justify items or contents into the center, line items. So just let me see what's, just I want to center the, so it's not centered. So here to center the form, okay, I will give it 12 columns and see what we have. So now it is centered, as you can see. Now when I click here, I want to display the reports. It says or the orders report. So let's check, let's move, and here first thing I will do is to check if I have do not get, because in the first time when we go or when we check the page to generate the reports, the first thing if we try to display the reports, we will get errors. That means that we don't have sales. We did not get sales and the total. And so the first thing we will do is to check if it sets total, for example, or sales. You can check in any item as you want. I will check for the titles. If the title exists, then that means that we have the data. So we are going to display the data. So we have call a row and call empty 10 and margin auto. So inside the margin we will have each for with text secondary and font weight bold. And here we will display reports from, and here we displayed start dates. So we have already this data. We have already sent it in here inside the function. We have start dates, the end dates, and total. So the start dates to the end dates. Next we will have another card and card body. Inside this card body we will have a table, and table will have class of table, and I think that's the same thing that we have in sales. Where is sales? So just to save time, so we have already done this, so no need to write it again and again. We have already this table. I will copy the table, copy it from here and put it here. So no need to rewrite the same code again and again, because we have already done this. So let me check where is it starting off. Where is the starting of the table? So here. So let's move down. I will remove I will remove this, because we don't need this these buttons. I will remove them, this part here. So here we will not use the buttons, so no need to add them. Okay, I will choose the table and send it here. I will move this one, and here this one. I think that I have something wrong with the mouse, that's why it's not working as expected. So I don't know, I will check later. Here we get sales and we display the sales as we have done before, but we will add another so after the table we will add the total of the sales or the orders. Here we give this paragraph a text danger and text center and font weight bold, and here we will have a span. This span it will take a border and border danger, danger, and padding of 2. So here we will display the total in dollars, and here we have total. Okay. Also, we will add form. This form will be hidden, and form we will use it. Okay, let's first display the reports, and then we will add form. This form will be added to generate the reports, and we will send this form. Will have some hidden input fields. This hidden input fields, we will use them to send start dates and add dates to the function that we have already here into the generate. This function we will send from and to dates to this function from the form that we will add soon. So let's look just for today, because I think that I have sales only for today. So I click on display the reports. I am now redirected, and as you can see, we have here reports from today until the today midnight until today, so midnight minus 1 minute. And here we have the ID, table, the waiter, the quantity, the total, the payment type, and the payment statute, and the total here, the total $258. And I think that's something is wrong with the table. Just I think that I have here, where is the here, I think that this cell is not, it's just we don't use it, so I will resend. So as you can see now, I think that's something wrong with the table or what. So here we have the car, but I think, so let's remove this one, and let's give it 12 columns. I think that's and also we will give this header a class of margin, just to have space between this header and the table. Let's see what we have now. So now it's better. As you can see, we have space between the title or the caption and the table, and the table now is looking perfect. So now we need a button. When we click on generate or exports when we click on exports exports the data to Excel, this function will be executed. Function generates, which will take from date and to date. So to do that, we need to have a form, and inside this form we will have some hidden data, and this hidden data we will send it to the function that we have already in the controller. So where is so here, after the paragraph, we will have this form. We remove the method, and here this form, it will take us to the reports, and the reports function with reports routes, which is generate reports. So let's remove the ID, and the method will stay the same, which is post. Okay, so next, so here we have so let's remove this icon and add exports to Excel. So let's add export to Excel, and here we will have input field. This input field is hidden. First one is hidden. the value will be starts dates, and we will give it name will be from. And next one, which is the two dates, these two dates will be the end dates, and here 2, and also it is hidden. So this is 2 fields that we are going to send to generate functions. So let's refresh and see what we have here. So as you can see here, we have export to Excel. So if I click on export to Excel, so I have something wrong here. So what is the error exactly? Is I forgot to add. So before we generate the reports or the Excel reports, we need this file, the file that we have already described inside the sales exports, this file, which is the exports. So this function will call the class sales export this class, and this function which is in the sales exports to generate the Excel data, it will send to Excel the data that is already in this exports file. So we haven't already add the data to the file that we have here, which is export. So I will stop here and I will add the contents of this file in the next episode. Also we will generate the Excel file, and I think that it will be the last episode of this course. We will add the home page, we will add some updates to the home page and the welcome page, and finally we will end this course. So see you in the next episode.